Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers the Movie Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. I'm gonna be honest, this figure's not supposed to be out yet. It actually releases in the middle of November. It's currently September, so I unfortunately have a confession to make. I paid a scalper price for this figure. Now, before everyone makes fun of me, I can't really defend that. It's a really good figure, to be honest, and I'm gonna get into it here. This is going to serve as a review and also just a not so cohesive ramble on my thoughts of this figure. I got this figure because I saw Transformers 1 in theaters and I was like, oh hey, I used to like Transformers. Why not pick this up? You know, it's supposedly the best G1 Optimus Prime that Hasbro's released. And now that I've had this figure for about 2 to 3 days, give or take, it's definitely risen up the ranks for me. And I'm just gonna get into why I love this figure so much. So, here's the figure in its vehicle mode, and it's a very nice vehicle mode. It's nice, you know, it could roll, it does a bare minimum, but it's very cohesive. If I separate it from the trailer here, very solid vehicle mode. Nothing seems flimsy or nothing caves in. It's very solid. There's a little bit of gappage in the back here, but you're not really going to be seeing that because you're going to most likely be displaying him in his vehicle mode like this. And you know, it doesn't really give it away. You really have to look at it just to see that gappage, and even then, it's not too much of a deal breaker for me. This vehicle mode is great. You know, it's the classic G1 Optimus Prime cab. And the thing that I find cool about this vehicle mode in particular is their dedication to remain accurate to how inconsistent this vehicle mode was in the show. Now, if you don't know, Optimus, his robot mode has a gray stripe on the torso. And when he transforms into his vehicle mode, it depends on what scene it may be or what episode, but sometimes the vehicle mode can be seen with a gray stripe going along the cab, and other times it can't. It's pretty cool to see that that kind of detail on a like retail-esque figure, like, you know, something you can just pick up at the store. So pretty cool. Here is the trailer. And if you want, you know, you can flip these out. They're a little firm on the joint, but it's all right. You can open up the trailer here, and then you can open it out like this. Ooh, I almost knocked over Spider-Man. As you can see, here are some of the accessories. You got 2 effect parts, his Energon Axe, his Ion Blaster, we got Roller, and then we got the anti-aircraft gun right there. So, pretty cool. Everything tabs in super well, which is very neat to me. It's nice to have some storage options here. And Roller, you know, you can take him out. He tabs in right here on the anti-aircraft gun, and you know, he rolls. His name is accurate. And these 2 ports mean that if you really wanted to, tab the trailer into Roller like this. And you know, you can just have him driving the trailer around. There's a cool feature here where if you untab this, like so, these effect parts can be stored in here. You can take these pieces and tab them into these slots right here. Pretty cool display option. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. I'm surprised they even included it because, you know, it's not like super necessary, but again, pretty cool. Now, the thing is, this guy isn't packaged in his vehicle mode, so I'm gonna have to transform him real quick, but don't worry, I will give in-depth instructions on how to transform him after he gets transformed here. So let's do a quick cut of me transforming this guy into robot mode so I can ramble about his robot mode. Alright, let's do it. And here he is in his robot mode. Now, as you can see, he's a very proportionate figure. He looks very accurate to the show as well. just with a little bit of added detail, I'm pretty sure, because aesthetic that they're kind of going for with these newer figures is there's still quite a bit of detailing on these guys, but at a glance, it's still just simple enough to where it doesn't look overly detailed, which is pretty good. I love this head sculpt. It's very, very nice. I love just how classic looking it is. I would prefer a slightly more kind of show accurate head sculpt like they did with MP44, which it pains me to sing that figure's praises for multiple reasons. This is still a very good head sculpt, I think. Now, as for poseability, we got a ball joint at the head that is unfortunately very limited. Aside from just a decent rotation, he can't really look up or down very well, which is that's kind of heartbreaking, but you know, oh well. The closest you can really get is by popping off the head and then just slightly putting the head down like this. You shouldn't have to resort to that, in my opinion, but you know, oh well. There is a slight butterfly joint due to the transformation, but it's very limited due to the backpack. Swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, fingers on 2 hinge joints, like so. Waist swivel, no ab crunch. We have skirts on the front and back, which can give enough leeway for some really good leg articulation. Like, this is great. In and out, swivel at the upper thigh, very good bend at the knee. This is part of the transformation, but I will count it as a toe hinge. And then there is a pivot. So yeah, there's really good poseability on this figure, and I am grateful, honestly. Like, a figure that looks great with amazing poseability and a great alt mode, like, this is... Hasbro really knocked it out of the park with this figure, I think. Now then, onto the accessories that we can actually get in depth here. Ion Blaster with very nice detailing. And the Energon Axe, which is great. I love this thing. And how you get the Energon Axe is you have to slightly de-transform his hand here by flipping out this panel, flipping his hand in, and closing it up. And then you can plug the Energon Axe in like this. And there you go. He's got a very cool looking Energon Axe. Love the plastic and the coloring they use here for the Energon Axe. It's very nice. And as for the Ion Blaster, the way that you plug it into the hand is, as you can see, the hand is slightly circular, and there's even a support right here if you want to plug it in. And you just take the handle of the gun, and you can either tab it in like this, or you could just slide it into the hand like this. Very good accessories. I love these things. Of course, if you're gonna have an Optimus Prime, much less a G1 Optimus Prime, you gotta have the axe and the gun, man. And like, you gotta. And as you can see, the poseability combined with these accessories really give way to some great display options. Okay, with everything said and done, I suppose it's time to get this guy into vehicle mode, with instructions of course, and then delve into my final thoughts on the figure before finally letting you guys free. So, what you're going to want to do is you take the hands here, you're going to want to transform the hands into the arm by untabbing this panel right here. Then you can swing the fist back and close it up. Then you take the arm, you bend it backward like this. Then you can rotate it like so to bring it forward like that. Let's move the arms up like this to get them out of the way for now, and we can go back here, grab this part and swing it down between the legs like this. And you want to make sure the legs are pressed up against it like so. Let's take this section and pull it back and down like this. You take these sections and you flip them down like so. Flip this up, and then take these panels and flip them out like this to form the bumper and grill section. Now that this is unfolded, you can actually press against this back here to push this out. Then you can fold this up and then pop it back up like this to form the full grill. Take these side panels like this and flip them up like so. That'll give you enough clearance to rotate the torso completely like this. And then you're going to rotate the top half only like this. Flip these down. Take the antennas here on Optimus's head and you're just going to move them forward like this, just slightly. Then you can push back on this and fold the head in. it's good to flip this out too, because on some copies it's pretty tough to put this in, but you can push down on this, and when you hear that click and you see it's nice and level, you've done the move correct. Go under here and flip this up like so. Then you can take these pieces, you just gotta shimmy them out and make them meet in the middle like this. Now we can move the arms back like so, and then here the arms will connect into positions. So this tab will go into this port right here, and then this tab, this bottom one right here, will tab into the forearm. Right. Tab, and then tab. Once you got this section done, you're going to take this and you're going to move it back like so. And then you're going to want to make it flat like this. That should give you enough clearance to take this front part here, and you're going to fold it up like this. You're going to take these pieces, flip them out like so. And then you could just fold this up to complete the side of the cab. Then you take this section, tab will go into this part right here on the wheel. So you take these sections and you're going to flip them out like so. And then the same on the other side, you're going to take this tab here and you're going to flip it out like so. Like that. Then you can close up the feet. There we go. Then press these back in so they're resting against the side of the foot. You can untab it at this section right here and then flip it out like this. Do the same on the other side, like this. And then you can press this together and lock it. You're going to bring this down a little bit again because you want to flip out these panels now. And there are going to be two connections. This tab is going to connect here at the thigh. And then this piece will tab into the back of the elbow like that. Just line it up, and then there you go. You take these pieces, you fold them down like this. You can move it down, and then as you're rotating it this way, you can rotate this panel. Now, I suggest doing it at an angle like this, so because if you try to do it like this, this piece will bump into the tire. So I suggest having it at this angle, and then you can rotate it up, and as it's getting rotated up, it'll rest flush against the side of the vehicle, like that. And then the last thing you gotta do is take these pieces right here, and you're just gonna flip out the wheels. And there's the vehicle mode, very nicely done again, very solid. And there it is, the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Now that I've had this figure in my possession for over 2 to 3 days now, I could say without confidence that this is definitely worth the buy. It's up to you if you want to buy this figure for over $100 like I did. The retail price is about $90, give or take. If you want to wait the 2 months, I'd suggest doing that because really, you're probably going to be seeing this guy on the shelves, and at that rate, I'd suggest just getting it in the store where it's cheaper and you're actually getting it for the intended price and not paying scalper prices like I did, being an impatient dumbass. But if you have the money to spend, I suggest forking it over because this figure, you gotta own it, man. It's great. If you love Optimus Prime, it's definitely one of the best ones that Hasbro's released. And even if you have just like a slight interest in Transformers, I think you should purchase this for just how cool it is alone. The transformation is certainly different, but once you get a hang of it, it's not too bad. Well, thank you guys for watching. Take care and see you in the next review, whenever that happens.